Well, hey everybody, how you doing? Talladega Tom here. Hope you're doing well. Today is December 31st, 2020. No more 2020. And today also happens to be my birthday. So, feel free to bring on the birthday likes. But today I got a little something different for you. I'm going to probably start a little series on this topic. See if there's some value I can provide to the community on what's going to happen here. So I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I've got a cancer diagnosis. It's not the first time I've had it, but I'm going to hopefully get through and show you where I'm at now, the progress along the way, and hopefully at the end of the road here in some point down the future I'll be good to go again and just keep on trucking. So time for an edit. So at this point in the video, I think I need to give you fair warning. If you're a little squeamish and you don't want to see some images that might be a little bit nerve-wracking for you, don't watch. Just kill the video right now. Stop. Go do something else. Go watch a nice, Rodney Dangerfield video. Those are always fun. So I'm going to show you what I've got. I have a lymphoma. It's fortunately for me, it's a slow-growing one, so it's very treatable. And like I said, I've had it before, so I know a little bit what to expect. So I can share with you my story and how this will pan out in the future. Oh, hang on. So be forewarned. I'm going to show you a few pictures of my current cancer, and then a few shots of the treatment I got prior, the last one. They're little spooky photos, but they're good. Here comes the dog. What you doing, sweetie? Huh? Oh, you're such a good girl. I know you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. I know. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, so if the dog will let me talk, the dog is right here. She's such a good girl. So I'm going to show you a little sore on my head. If you're squeamish and you don't want to see this kind of stuff, turn away now. Go find another video and all of that. If you want to follow along and see how my cancer does and how I do and all that, subscribe, and I'll try to put more videos out as soon as things happen. So for right now, all I can tell you is I do have a cancer. They've done a biopsy and that's confirmed. What we don't know yet is the treatment. So we'll be meeting with the doctors next week. We'll know a little bit more then what other testing and options there are going to be coming down the pike. So here you go. Let me show you what I got. It's right on the side of my head here. Get in there and let you see. Oops, I don't know if I can see it. I may have to just put a photo on there. I know, sweetie. I know you're such a good girl. So there's that. So here's the side of my head. You can see the little round spot and the little red spot in the center. That's kind of where they did the biopsy, so that's why it looks that way. But yeah, so from this angle, it just kind of looks like a bruise, and it really itches. I can tell you that it itches. I want to scratch it, and so yeah. Well, here's a different angle of it. It gives you, this is a shot taken at the doctor's office, and well, you can see it's got a little crater going on there from the biopsy, and this image also kind of shows a little bit of elevation. You can see it's sort of a thumper. It's got a little bit of a rise to it. Here's a close-up. So that gives you a kind of up-close look at what the lymphoma looks like right on the skin there. So I'd mentioned I'd been through this before, and I wanted to share a few images taken from last time I got radiation treatment. So I'd had a splotch on my head. You can almost see it a little bit in this view. But what they do is they part of the procedure is to literally bolt your head down to the table so you don't move. They want to blast the radiation in a very specific way. So this has to be done with great precision. And they did just that. So let me show you some of what's happening with that, and you might find that interesting. Yeah, so what I want to show you now is part of what happened when they treated me last time. So last time it was radiation on the top of my head here. And so here's part of the procedure for that is they create a mask for you. This is a custom made piece. Here's a kind of a front view. I will put some photos of it up here so you can maybe get a better idea. This is sort of a hard plastic. When it's originally formed, it's very soft and very pliable, and you can mold it to your face precisely. So what this does, here I'll show you how this works. You put this thing on, slides right up tight to your face, and they can bolt your head down and keep your head nice and secure, so when they're giving the radiation it can be very precise. They want to shoot just the right places and no others. So this is part of the deal. Make a little mask for you. It happens to be a head, maybe it's a leg or something else they might have to secure, but in my case it's my head. So they hold me down, they literally cut this opening, and that's where they would shoot the protons. I think they're protons. So that's where the radiation comes in. And so I've got a few images here I'm going to show you about how that all works. Here's a view of the mask. Here I am, I'm all bolted down. They're still doing a few setup items here. As you'll see in the next few photos, there's a few more things they must do. But I'm looking pretty comfy. Got my little leg rest up, and I'm ready to go. Yeah, I sort of know what you're thinking too. How long did I have to be like that? Well, on the initial visit, when they had to set the machine up the first time, yeah, that took a little while. I was there for a while. Maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But for the actual treatment, it's kind of in and out, 5 minutes. I'm down, they know what they're doing, they set things up, I'm ready to go, and that's that. Bing, bang, boom. Well, here's a view of the business end of this machine. The radiation gets emitted from that zone, that little crazy thing to the left, and you can see it's pretty well computer controlled, and they know right what's going on there. There's a lot of nuclear science going on here. Pretty fascinating stuff. So that's what that looks like. Well, here's the next fascinating bit of this entire setup. Well, like I mentioned earlier, you don't want to spray the radiation everywhere, only where it's needed. So you can see where they've put this plate in front of my head, and you can see the cutout. That area is the place to only where they want the radiation to go. And if you remember, there's your head has a curve to it, so there's quite a bit of physics going on here to make sure they shoot it in just the right place and in just the right depth. That's a key part of this whole thing. Well, here's one of the last and final setup steps before they turn the machine on. They tape onto your head a specific amount of, well, I guess it's kind of a gel material, kind of like artificial flesh kind of stuff. Yeah, kind of like having a slab of bacon slapped upside your head there, but that's I think it's there. I'm not 100% sure what the reason is. I think it's there to kind of buffer things and grab any stray radiation from hitting areas they don't want it to go. So yeah, you got a head full of a slab of bacon. Yeah, with all that radiation flying around, no one's allowed in the room to actually take photographs. So this is the last photograph you can take right as the machine has centered and it's ready to go. So this is what I see right before you hit the go button. Alright, so a little bit more here just to add before I end this video. Met with the doctors on January 5th, and we're going to do a PET CT scan next. That'll be the next thing to do. Get that scheduled up. Hopefully I'll have some results for you on that later on. Essentially that will determine if it has spread or not. If it still remains a local thing, then great. Probably do the radiation thing like you just saw earlier. And if not, I'll have to do something different. So we'll just have to see how that all works out. And so I got one more funny thing I want to show you. Listen, I love my medical professionals, they're great, but seriously, You got to look at this, and have we become so stupid that we need instructions on how to operate a clock? So this was in the little waiting area, and good Lord, have we become that dumb? I hope not. But anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you didn't get too creeped out by it. And once I get a little lab results back from the PET scan, then we'll know what the next steps are going to be and what we're going to do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, I know, it's a weird video to like, but go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and you'll be sent a little doohickey that tells you I put up another video. So hopefully in another week or so I'll have a good update for you, let you know where things are going and what I'm doing. So thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody's words of concern, and it's just wonderful to be around. So that's that, and enjoy.